Do you know which horror movie shocked audiences in 2022 with its terrifying twists and unforgettable performances? That's right, it's Barbarian. Directed and written by Zach Cregger in his solo debut, the film not only turned a modest budget into a box office hit, but also earned critical acclaim and several prestigious awards. Today, we'll dive into Barbarian, explore the journey of its main cast over time, review its box office success, highlight its award recognition, and of course, revisit the chilling plot that made it one of the most talked about horror films of the decade. To truly understand why Barbarian left such a strong impression, we need to look at the actors who carried its story. Their roles not only shaped the suspense on screen but also marked important moments in their careers. Let's explore the main cast, then and now. First, Georgina Campbell as Tess. Tess is the brave young woman who discovers the horrors inside the rental house. She embodies intelligence, empathy, and resilience, qualities that make her the emotional center of the story. Georgina's performance balances fear and determination, keeping audiences invested in her survival until the very end. She was born in 1992. She was 30 during filming in 2022. And today she is 33. Next, Bill Skarsgård as Keith. From the moment he appears, both Tess and the audience are unsure whether to trust him. His initial mystery creates tension, but just when his kindness begins to win us over, his shocking death completely changes the direction of the story. Skarsgård's ability to play both charming and unsettling makes his role unforgettable. He was born in 1990. He was 32 during filming, and now he is 35. Moving on to Justin Long as AJ. AJ is a Hollywood actor whose arrogance and selfishness collide with the nightmare beneath the house. His character becomes a darkly humorous symbol of toxic masculinity. Mixing charm with cowardice, Justin Long delivers a layered performance that makes audiences laugh, cringe, and despise him all at once. He was born in 1978. He was 44 during filming, and today he is 47. Then we have Matthew Patrick Davis as the mother. Hidden under heavy prosthetics and makeup, Davis gave life to one of modern horror's most disturbing yet strangely tragic figures. The mother is both terrifying and pitiable, a product of abuse and trauma. Davis's physical performance captured that duality, making the creature unforgettable. He was born in 1978. He was 44 during filming, and today he is 47. Another key role is Richard Brake as Frank, the sinister original homeowner. Through flashbacks, we witness his disturbing past of kidnapping and abuse, which created the nightmare beneath the house. Brake's chilling portrayal adds a frightening layer of realism, reminding us that human evil can be more terrifying than any monster. He was born in 1964. He was 58 during filming, and today he is 61. We also meet Jamie's butler as Andre, the homeless man who tries to warn Tess about the danger. At first, he seems threatening, but later he becomes a protector, guiding Tess toward survival. His role adds wisdom and sacrifice, giving the story unexpected humanity. Butler was born in 1960. He was 62 during filming, and today he is 65. Kurt Braunholer as Doug represents everyday normality outside the nightmare. His brief role may be small, but it provides contrast to the horror inside the house, reminding us of the ordinary world beyond the terror. He was born in 1976. He was 46 during filming, and today he is 49. Sophie Sorensen as Bonnie enriches the supporting cast with her presence, helping to build the realism of the story. Though her role is minor, it contributes to grounding Barbarian in everyday life, making the horrors even more jarring. She was born in 1990. She was 32 during filming, and today she is 35. And while the performances made the story unforgettable, the film's impact didn't stop there. It also achieved impressive results at the box office. So now, let's take a closer look at its box office performance. The film was produced on a very modest budget of just $4.5 million United States dollars. Yet what followed was nothing short of remarkable. In the United States and Canada alone, Barbarian earned about $40.8 million United States dollars. Internationally, it brought in another $4.5 million United States dollars. Altogether, the worldwide gross climbed to an impressive $45.4 million United States dollars, roughly 10 times its production budget. Opening weekend set the tone for this success. The movie debuted at number 1 with $10 million USD, outperforming expectations. A striking detail about its audience: 74% of viewers were between 18 and 34 years old, proving that the film deeply resonated with younger horror fans. Even more impressive was its staying power. In the second weekend, Barbarian earned $6.3 million United States dollars, marking only a 40% drop compared to opening weekend. For context, most horror films typically fall by about 65% in their sophomore frame. This showed the power of strong word of mouth, with audiences urging others not to miss the shocking experience in theaters. By its third weekend, the film expanded to over 2.890 theaters and continued to hold strong, adding $4.8 million United States dollars more. Step by step, Barbarian proved itself not just a small-budget horror, but one of the most profitable and talked-about genre films of 2022. Now that we've seen its commercial triumph, let's explore how the film was recognized by critics and award bodies. In 2022, the film scored several important wins. At the Portland Critics Association Awards, it took home the prize for Best Horror Feature. The Phoenix Critics Circle also awarded it Best Horror Film, solidifying its reputation among genre critics. At the Critics' Choice Super Awards, Barbarian was crowned Best Horror Movie, while Justin Long earned a nomination for Best Actor in a Horror Movie for his unsettling yet memorable performance. On top of that, the Hollywood Critics Association nominated the film for Best Horror Film, a strong recognition for a debut director's work. Moving into 2023, the film continued to impress. At the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards, Barbarian earned 5 major nominations: Best Wide Release Film, Best Supporting Performance for Justin Long, Best Director for Zach Cregger, Best Screenplay, and Best Makeup FX for Lidmil Ivanov, who brought the mother to terrifying life. On the promotional side, Barbarian also won the Golden Trailer Award for Best Horror Thriller Trailer, a reminder that its marketing played a huge role in drawing audiences to theaters. Right finger altogether, Barbarian won 4 awards and received 7 additional nominations, for a film made on just $4.5 million United States dollars. Directed by a first-time filmmaker, these achievements prove that creativity and bold storytelling can make a lasting mark in cinema. With its accolades covered, let's now revisit the chilling storyline, the terrifying chain of events that left audiences shaken long after the credits rolled. Our story begins with Tess Marshall, who arrives in Detroit the night before a job interview. She's booked an Airbnb in a rundown neighborhood called Brightmoor, but when she gets there, she discovers a shocking mistake: the house has been double booked. A man named Keith is already staying there. At first, Tess is uncomfortable and suspicious, but eventually she decides to stay. Keith takes the couch while she sleeps in the bedroom. That night, Tess wakes up terrified to find her door mysteriously open. Keith insists he didn't touch it. The next morning, she goes to her interview, where she's warned about the dangers of the neighborhood. When she returns to the house, a stranger runs toward her, urging her to get out. Panicked, she locks herself inside and accidentally traps herself in the basement. While searching for a way out, she discovers a hidden corridor. Inside is a horrifying room, just a dirty mattress, a bucket, a video camera, and even a bloody handprint. Keith eventually frees Tess, but when she warns him, he ignores her and explores the tunnel himself. Tess follows, only to witness something horrific. A towering, deformed woman, known only as the Mother, brutally kills Keith by smashing his head against the wall. The story then shifts to AJ, the owner of the house. AJ is a Hollywood actor whose career collapses after he's accused of rape. Facing legal troubles, he travels to Detroit to inspect the property, hoping to sell it. Instead, he finds the same hidden tunnels and becomes trapped. Down there, the Mother captures him and throws him into a pit, where he meets Tess. Still alive, we learn through a flashback to the 1980s that Frank, the house's original owner, abducted and assaulted women for decades. The Mother is the disturbing result of generations of abuse. Back in the present, Tess manages to escape with the help of Andre, a homeless man who had tried to warn her earlier. But AJ finds Frank alive in the basement. After discovering tapes of Frank's horrific crimes, AJ berates him, only for Frank to take his own life with a revolver. When Tess seeks help from the police, they don't believe her. She returns to rescue AJ, but in the chaos, he accidentally shoots her. Together, they flee to Andre's shelter. There, Andre explains the truth about the Mother's origin, but she soon bursts in, killing him violently. The climax unfolds on top of a water tower. In a desperate attempt to save himself, AJ pushes Tess off the edge, but the Mother, in a twisted act of protection, leaps after Tess and shields her from the fall. AJ, thinking he has survived, tries to justify his betrayal, but the mother awakens and gruesomely kills him. In the end, Tess, wounded and exhausted, realizes she has no choice. With Frank's revolver, she shoots the mother, putting an end to the nightmare. As the sun rises, she limps away from the ruins of the house, the horror finally behind her. We've talked about its gripping storyline, its surprising box office success, and the recognition it earned across the industry. Now, let's wrap everything up with a final look at why Barbarian stands out as one of the most unforgettable horror films in recent years. Barbarian, 2022, is far more than just another horror release. It's a film about trust and betrayal, survival against impossible odds, and the long-lasting scars of human cruelty. Beneath its terrifying surface, it reflects real fears, from the dangers of misplaced trust to the horrors that can exist behind ordinary doors. What makes the film unforgettable is how it balances shocking twists, an oppressive atmosphere, and performances that resonate long after the credits roll. Leading the cast, Georgina Campbell delivers a powerful and relatable performance as Tess, while Bill Skarsgård keeps the audience constantly guessing, and Justin Long provides one of his most unsettling roles to date. Adding to that, Matthew Patrick Davis as the mother and Richard Brake as Frank elevate the terror to another level, showing how supporting characters can leave just as strong an impact, despite being made on a modest budget of only $4.5 million United States dollars. Barbarian has proven that a film doesn't need blockbuster financing to leave a massive cultural mark. It went on to gross over $45 million United States dollars worldwide, earned critical acclaim, and secured multiple awards and nominations, cementing its status as one of the most original and daring horror films of the past decade. Right finger in the end, Barbarian doesn't just scare you, it lingers, it unsettles, and it forces you to think about the real-life monsters among us. That's why it stands tall as a modern horror classic. Thank you for joining this deep dive into Barbarian. If you enjoyed exploring the hidden layers behind this film, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breakdowns of cinema's most unforgettable stories.